Maya was 23, a single mother, and barely holding on. Her baby boy, Noah, had been sick all night. She lived in an old, leaking apartment on the edge of the city, working 2 jobs to survive. She didn't have a car, and when Noah started burning with fever, she knew she had to rush into the hospital. But the buses had stopped running, and her phone was dead. So, she ran barefoot, desperate, until her legs gave out. That's when she stood by the road, waving frantically at cars that never stopped. One black SUV slowed down but then drove off when the driver saw her tattered clothes. Maya's heart sank. Noah whimpered in her arms, his small hand clutching her shirt. "Hold on, baby," she murmured. "Mommy's here. Mommy won't let anything happen to you." Across town, in a glass tower that scraped the clouds, Ethan Reed, CEO of Reed Automotives, sat in his office, staring blankly at a framed photo on his desk, a woman with bright eyes and a smile that could stop time. His wife. Gone 3 years ago in a car accident that he blamed himself for. Since that day, he'd buried himself in work, building his empire but losing every trace of emotion. His assistant, Claire, entered quietly. "Sir, there's a commotion outside the main gate. Security says a young woman is begging for help. She has a baby, sir." Ethan didn't look up. "Then call the police or a taxi." "Why are you telling me this?" Claire hesitated. "She's saying the baby's dying." For a moment, Ethan froze. Something inside him twitched, a faint echo of a memory. His wife's voice, soft and trembling. "If you ever see someone suffering, Ethan, promise me you won't turn away. Promise me you'll help." He stood abruptly and walked to the window. Down below, in the rain, he could see her, a young woman drenched to the bone, rocking a baby in her arms, her lips moving as if praying. She looked terrified. Helpless. Exactly how his wife must have looked the night she died, waiting for help that never came. "Get the Lamborghini," he said suddenly. Claire blinked, stunned. "Sir?" "Now," he barked, grabbing his coat. Moments later, the sleek white Lamborghini screeched to a halt in front of the building. Ethan ran through the rain himself, the umbrella forgotten. Maya turned when she heard the engine, startled. She saw a tall man in a suit, his hair soaked, his eyes sharp but oddly kind. "Is he breathing?" Ethan asked, kneeling beside her. "Barely," she gasped. "Please, help us. I can't lose him." Without another word, Ethan opened the door and gently helped her inside. "Hold on tight." The car roared to life, slicing through the storm as they sped toward the hospital. Maya cradled Noah, whispering prayers under her breath. Ethan's jaw was tight, his knuckles white on the wheel. The baby's faint cries echoed in his ears like a haunting melody he couldn't ignore. They burst into the emergency entrance, and nurses rushed to take Noah inside. Maya tried to follow, but collapsed to her knees from exhaustion. Ethan caught her just in time. "You did good," he murmured. "He's going to be okay." Hours passed. Ethan sat in the waiting area, still in disbelief at what he'd just done. Maya finally came out, tears streaming down her face, but this time, they were tears of relief. "He's safe," she whispered. "They said, he'll make it." Ethan smiled faintly, something he hadn't done in years. "That's good." She looked at him, confused. "Why did you help me? You don't even know me." He paused, his voice breaking. "Because once I didn't help someone who needed me. And I lost her forever." Maya's eyes softened. "I'm sorry." He shook his head. "No. I'm sorry." The next morning, Maya woke up to find Noah sleeping peacefully and a nurse handing her a note. It was from Ethan. "You reminded me that life is still worth feeling. That kindness still exists. I've arranged for your hospital bills to be covered, and there's a job waiting for you at my company if you'll take it. You deserve a new start. And so does your little boy." Tears blurred her vision as she whispered, "Thank you, Mr. Reed." Weeks passed, and Maya began her new job at Reed Automotives. She proved herself hardworking and humble, quickly earning respect from everyone around her. Ethan would often pass by her desk, always greeting her with a small smile. But behind that, there was something deeper, a silent understanding, born from pain and second chances. One evening, as she was leaving, she saw him sitting alone in the lobby. "You should go home, sir," she said softly. "Even CEOs need rest." He chuckled. "And you, Miss Maya, should stop calling me sir. You saved me that night as much as I saved you." She frowned. "Saved you?" He nodded slowly. "I forgot what it meant to care. You reminded me." Their eyes met, two souls, broken in different ways but healing together. Months later, Ethan launched a charity foundation in his late wife's name, Grace's Promise, dedicated to helping single mothers in need. Maya stood beside him at the ribbon-cutting ceremony, holding Noah on her hip, her heart swelling with gratitude and pride. And when reporters asked why he, a billionaire CEO, cared so deeply about this cause, Ethan simply said, "Because one night, in the rain, a poor girl with her baby showed me what real strength looks like."